Hey guys, Damian Lewis with Prep Sports Nation here with a special PSN preview spotlight on some high school hoops. When it comes to winning state championships, the Langston Hughes Panthers boys basketball team has become very familiar with that feeling, having won the Georgia High School Association Class 6A title the past 2 seasons. However, with the 2018-2019 season underway and just about halfway through the season, some would look at the defending champs' 8-10 overall record, 6-4 region record, and question whether or not the Panthers can repeat as state champs for the 3rd straight season. Well, if you know Panthers head coach Rory Welsh, you know the Panthers are pretty much known for playing tough non-region competition early on and not putting too much focus on their record. With just about 18 region games remaining and riding a 3-region game win streak, Coach Welsh and the crew feel that they're right where they want to be, and they're feeling good about where things can go if they simply take care of business and do the things they know they need to do. We got a chance to catch up with the Panthers at a recent practice and spoke with Coach Welsh about areas of improvement, team energy, and how they feel about their run down the stretch.
First off, we don't view our record in November and December as being very important. We want to have a good record at the end of the year. And we schedule tough. We schedule really tough. You look at some of the teams we've played, non-region games like Upson Lee, Wheeler, Ramsey out of Birmingham. We played a really tough schedule. And we lost 5 games by 3 points or less. We've lost 4 games by buzzer beaters. So we were right there in all those games. And then, you also have to look at, we did lose a lot from last year's team. We lost 2 starters that were really, really important parts to what we did. And we have enough right now to win those close games. It's about the learning experience and guys kind of stepping up and being a little bit more productive. And I think those early season losses will help us later on down the stretch. We have some guys on the team this year that are just naturally a little bit more introverts compared to years past. So one thing we had to do as coaching staff was try to infuse more enthusiasm into the guys and have them kind of step outside the box a little bit and be more vocal. So we put some things in place when we saw we were flat, not only in games but in practice. And we came up with some little ideas of clapping, yapping, and dapping. And that's what we try to do as much as possible during practice and also in games to kind of infuse that enthusiasm. In our region, we play 16 region games. So we knew 4 losses wouldn't make or break our year. And, out of those 4 losses, basically 3 of them we should have won. So, we felt, those games could have went either way. And, 4 losses wouldn't kill us. And there are a lot of games left to be played. And, we started out, playing a little bit inconsistent. We just figured if we shored up some of our inconsistencies, especially along the front line, that we'd be able to get our region record up to par. Front court productivity was an issue in a handful of games for us this year. We just, have a couple of new guys, a couple of young guys we're playing, a junior, 2 sophomores at the 4-5 position. One of them who's injured, he wasn't able to be here today. He's getting an MRI on his knee. Kid that we feel like is going to be really, really good, down the stretch for us. But he's only a sophomore. So, them not having a whole lot of experience kind of hurt them a little bit. But, we needed that productivity out the front line guys to be, and we don't need them to be scorers. We just need them to be backline defenders. We need them to be guys that go out there and rebound every ball like, their life depends on it, and guys that are just physical in the paint and that sprint the floor. That was some of the issues we were having early on. And in this last 3-game winning streak, they've met the challenge that the coaching staff has put in front of them. They're playing much better, and we just need them to sustain that here down the second half of the region slate. We feel good about the momentum. The thing is, we still got a lot of games to play. Still got a lot of games to play. We have 7 games left, 1 non-conference game, and then, 6 conference games. And it's just about us just taking it one day at a time. Just having a very detailed approach to every opponent. And, that's on the coaches to make sure we have, our scouting report ready to rock and roll and have the guys prepared for what the other team's going to throw at us or what they do. We just have to be more detailed the second time around that we're facing some of these opponents. And, one of the other things we have right now is a playoff mentality. We know here in the second half of the year and the position that we're in, we have to approach every game like it is a 1-game playoff scenario, like the postseason. So that's what we're looking at for every game here going down the stretch. There is a one-game elimination tournament, and that's the type of desperation we have to play with and focus. So if we do those things, we feel like we'll be in a position to make the postseason. We fully plan on being in the postseason, and once we get there, hey, just take it one game at a time, see what happens.
All right, thanks, Coach Welch and the Langston Hughes Panthers. We look forward to seeing them in action in the second half of the 2018-2019 season. I'm Damian Lewis with Prep Sports Nation.